Welcome to my channel. We're going to look at one of my favorite formulas today, the Vlookup function. Today we're having a look at the Vlookup function. This is an incredible little formula. It was one of the first formulas I learned and I really enjoyed it. And it got me hooked. I just wanted to learn more and more about Excel. So I've created a little table here in sheet 2, which gives you a number, gives you a first name, gives you a surname, and gives you a pseudo contact number. So what I would like to do is look up the telephone number using the first name. So I'm going to create a column here, first name. I'm going to put here contact. What I'd like to do is I'd like to put the first name in here, for example Lucy, and over here I would like it to pull up the contact number. Just going to put a border around that so we can see. So that if we want to have a quick look at the Vlookup function, you can find it here or you could just type it in, but there it is there, and we're going to go into it. So there's 4 parts to the Vlookup function. The first part is the value that you'd like to look up. Then there's the table array of where you're going to look up those values. And you must understand that it's going to look up the one in the leftmost column. Then you need to put what column is the information you'd like to return. And then this range lookup is, do you want it to look for the exact match, which is the one I normally use. I very seldom use the one where it looks for an approximate match. I generally use the exact match. Okay, I'm going to go out here, and then we're going to start typing it into the formula bar. We're going to put equals, and we're going to type Vlookup, and it's going to pick it up there. You can just tab, and it'll get you set up. So now what value do you want to look up? We would like to look up this Lucy value. We'd like to look that up, and we'd like to return the telephone number. So we're going to put a comma in there. Now it takes us to the table array. To the table array. And that is the table I've set up in sheet 2. We need to keep the first name in the leftmost column. So I'm going to highlight from B1 all the way down to D11. Now with table arrays, they generally don't move. And you'll see when you move formulas or drag formulas, you don't want the table to move. So what I do is called string it, where it puts a $sign. So we can push F4 and it'll string everything. And there we go. The column and the row has been strung. So it doesn't matter how much we pull the formula around, this lookup range will remain exactly the same. You can string just the range, you can string the entire range, or you can string just the column or the row. But with table arrays, I generally string both the columns and the rows, and so it remains the same. So the information we'd like to return once we've matched the value in this column, which is the leftmost column, is the one in column 3. So you count the first column. So the first column, the leftmost column, is column 1, and that would be column 2, and that would be column 3. So we want to return the value in column 3. So we're going to put a 3 in there. And like I said, we'd like to, not an approximate match, we'd like to put exact match. And then we close it off. And we push enter. And there we have it. It's pulled back Lucy's number. So let's look at Lucy's number. This one ends 5762. Let's just look for Lucy here. Lucy 5762. So let's maybe try another name. Let's try Bob. 5648. Let's check the other sheet. 5648 over there. Like I said, this is incredibly powerful formula. But there is a few little issues. Now, if we look up Mike, for example, we're going to pull back a number. But there is a little issue. There is 2 Mikes in this table. and it's only going to pull back the first mic it finds, going from the top to the bottom. So it'll only ever return this value. It will never find this mic and return that value. There is other formulas to get around it, but that's quite advanced, but I will eventually get to it. You also have Vlookup, which works the same as Vlookup, except of the information being in the rows. The information is in the columns. So you would have the information you'd look up in this one, and it would look down like this. And with Vlookup, the information is over here, and it would look up across. Okay, I hope that helps you. And like I said, it's a very powerful little formula. That was one of my favorite formulas, the Vlookup function. It was when I first realized the power of Excel. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something, I'd really like it if you made a small donation. I have left the link in the comments below. If you can just click on that, make a small donation, $1, 50 cents, 20 cents. I'm happy with anything. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay tuned for more like this.